day here in LA County and Orange County as well too. And pretty much happy birthday to Kobe Bryant. Yesterday I did go ahead and put something up for him as well. So happy birthday to the LA legend, to the NBA legend, to the legend Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant, we lost him in January, the week of the Super Bowl. So, hey, it is what it is. I know it was a very significant week for me because I was working the Super Bowl, doing the media and everything like that. And it was crazy leaving that Sunday night to fly out to Miami on a red eye and the reaction that I would get from wearing a Lakers hat. So, pretty much it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we had ourselves a really, really good weekend of basketball. We had some really good moments, and we had some moments where it was like head-scratching moments as well, too. But those two West games yesterday were absolutely epic. Well, the Mavs got it started. They were able to cover that +8 for us yesterday as well, too. And they went out and got the absolute victory as well. So, huge day for the Mavericks, all in all, for that one. Then, pretty much later on in the night, we had the Nuggets and the Jazz. And that game wound up being a pretty good game. At the end of everything, Jamal Murray, 50 points. Donovan Mitchell, 51 points. So these guys literally played one-on-one in an NBA game and wound up, having another excellent game. They finished the game up 129 to 127. So just think about that. These guys scored 40 to 50% of their team's points in a 48-minute game. Oh, my goodness. But let me go ahead and give you my 2 cents real quick on the Clipper game. The Clippers yesterday, I know a lot of people had their whole hopes up and were dogging on Paul George and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, that wound up being pretty much a game that could have went either way. The Clippers actually had a game that they could have won, but they actually lost it. They actually had won the game for about 2 seconds, and then they lost the game. So pretty much that's my whole 2 cents on that one. And you have to understand, it wasn't about Paul George not scoring any points because they got Lou Williams to drop 36 yesterday. And you got Kawhi to drop 32 yesterday. That's 68 points of the 133 that you had. Paul George, he scored 9 points. He was 4-21. He was awful. But he also had 8 rebounds and 3 assists as well, too. So he might have not have scored, but he did help them in other categories as well, too. But the biggest problem with the Clippers, period point blank, is the Clippers got out-rebounded by 13. And that's a big no-no. They gave the Mavericks way too many opportunities. This team was up 21 points at one time in the game. They got comfortable, they got cute, and then they tried to turn it on, and they were in the middle of a heated ball game. And that's how it goes. When you have a lead in the NBA, this is why stomp outs, I don't have a problem with teams stomping teams out. Because you go up 21 points and you relax, you wind up finding yourself losing the game. But when you sit up there and you keep the pressure on and you keep making them work like the Raptors did the Nets yesterday, then you don't have to worry about any comebacks because you're still playing the full game. The Clippers took a break. They thought that the Mavs were going to go ahead and quit, and the Mavs went ahead, and guess what they did? It was a 32-point switch in that game. Just go off of, at one point it was 54 to 33. Then at another point it was 89-78 Mavericks. So they outscored them 56 to 24 after going up 21 points. 32-point switch. That's not going to happen every game. That's only going to probably happen once in this series. So this is my prediction. And I'm not trying to big up the Clippers or anything, but I know the Clippers are a hell of a good team and a much better team than they were yesterday. And I'm going to go off on the limb, and I'm going to be bold right now for you guys as well, too. The Clippers are not going to lose another game in this series. I feel like the Mavericks gave us their best effort that they're possibly going to give us, period, point blank. And they almost still lost the game. All the Clippers got to do is step on that gas and not look back. If they go up 25 points in the second quarter, don't start getting all excited and hot fiving on the sideline and doing all that extra bullshit. Just get yourself focused on winning the game. The Raptors are the best example of finishing teams off. And boom, there it is, man. So that's my little angles right there on the Clippers. I don't want to lose you guys, so let me go ahead and get down to talking about the today's NBA. But I just want to give you guys my 2 cents real quick on how I felt about the Clippers game yesterday and all the internet talk that we've been getting since the game's been over. Luka's a great player, but we all know that the guy named LeBron James has been doing this for like 15 years, and all everybody ever says about him is he ain't better than Jordan. But it's all good. Luka, great shot, great moment. We all love it. This is what we watched the game for. But just know one thing, it wasn't Paul George's fault why the Clippers lost the game yesterday, okay? There's other reasons why they lost that game, and it wasn't because of him. All right, so here we are, the NBA, baby. All right, so we got the NBA playoffs, 16-1 ticket for you guys today if you want to parlay it. And we have the over 225.5 with the Bucks and the Magic. So pretty much with this one right here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the over, because the over I feel is a strong bet here, because when you get down to the nitty-gritty of things, then you know that all in all that this is going to wind up being one of those games where pretty much it's probably going to maybe be a blowout, or it could be a back and forth, but I just truly feel like there will be an over in this game. 225.5. It's an early game. I think that they just going to want to work this thing out. And if the Bucks play like how the Raptors did yesterday, we definitely can get an over in this spot, because they're going to be pushing the pressure, pushing the pace very early in this game. Now, the Magic, they know that they need to shoot well, they need to score a lot of points, and they need to lock it up. But seriously, you can't have it all. So I truly do think that we do get the over 225.5, and it would have been easy to take the plus 13.5 on the Magic today, but they ain't got no Aaron Gordon today, man. And and they just keep quitting when it's time to cover the damn game. So pretty much, man, I'm telling you, dude, this is something that we will have to go ahead and just really look at and say to ourselves, double-digit spread. We can't trust that, because the Bucks might wind up only winning by 10 today. But still, I'm going to take the over 225.5 here, and let's see how it shakes out. Winning tickets, brother, hit me up if you want to correspond or something like that during the show, so I can have a heads up with that. I'm not trying to ignore you or anything like that. I saw your request. I'm just trying to make sure that I can upload this on the YouTube, and I can't do it if I have a guest on the show. So we'll do some things. Just hit me up afterwards or something like that, and we'll go from there, brother. But I ain't trying to ignore you or anything. I'm just letting you know that right now as well too. We move on, and we got the Thunder. Now, I know you guys will probably think, like, Pop gonna take the Thunder money line today. Nah. What we gonna do today is we gonna say to ourselves that the Thunder are gonna play in a very close game today. And if they win, that's really good. But what we need them to do is lose by 3 or less if they're gonna lose today. And I feel like if the Rockets do have their squad in place, where I'm talking about where Russ is added back into the starting lineup, then the Thunder could be in a lot of trouble today. But the Thunder have Chris Paul, and Chris Paul is a relentless leader, and Chris Paul has a never say die attitude. So pretty much that is a danger for a team like Houston that we all know that can get lackadaisical and things of that nature. So that's why I'm taking the Thunder again today, because I really feel like the Thunder will be a team that is going to be all over it. They know that it's do or die right now, because if the Rockets go up 3-1, then the Rockets are going to just pretty much, end this series very quickly. But this series was always destined to go 7 games, in my opinion. And it's still a series that you can really just throw up in the air, because at the end of the day, you would say that maybe the Thunder just slightly have a better roster when you look at the players that they have and what they contribute to their team. And also with Steven Adams being there, he could actually really dominate in a lot of these games, but he's such a team player that, he's going to take a step back to make sure the team can win. So, you respect that and all, but, pretty much this is how the Thunder keep coming up short as well, too. So, if he wants to go ahead and be the star of the game today and get him some points, then the Thunder shouldn't have any issues winning this game, in my opinion. But if they want to go lollygag and play patty cake, then I'm going to have to go with the insurance, and I expect that they're going to be playing a little bit of patty cake. I can feel, and when I say patty cake, that means that we're going to have a game that's going to be going back and forth. So there it is, plus 3.5 on the Thunder. And then for my dog of the day, man, I know I keep barking up this tree. Even though I had the Heat winning the series, the Pacers got to get one game out of this. They too scrappy of a bunch to get swept, in my opinion. Miles Turner, Victor Oladipo, Brogdon, these guys have been playing really good basketball, and they deserve to win one of these games. But what they got to do is they got to figure out a way to lock up defensively. But you can't say anything bad, really, about the Pacers' defense. It's just that the Heat are shooting the ball so well, man. I think they're averaging like at least 10 to 12 threes makes a game. So you add that part in, and then you got Crowder, who's been reborn here in Miami, even though he was having a killer season in Memphis as well too. And you guys got to understand, Crowder is a big Crowder and Iguodala coming really put this team over the top. Justice Winslow was really good, but when they got those two, it really put them over the top. And I really feel like what we can do here is get a big number home, because I just don't trust Miami to sweep. That's the whole thing. I feel like they're going to lay an egg today. Their shots might be off. And, a team that really relies on the three-point shot, if it's not hitting, then you'll run into some problems. And I think just because they up 3-0, that doesn't mean the Pacers want to lay down and get swept. Nobody wants to get swept. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I know it sounded crazy when I told somebody this the other day, but this isn't like the regular NBA. We're in a bubble. So pretty much in this situation, and yeah, I said it on the show, and I'm going to say it again, that we can have a team come back from an 0-3 situation. Seriously, because the bubble doesn't have a home court advantage. It's like this. You say you go down 0-3, you bust the Boston Red Sox from 0-4 and y'all heat up, and that team cools off. It can happen. It can happen. I know it sounds crazy right now because you got to see it to believe it, but still, I got a feeling we're going to run into one of these situations where a team will go down and you're going to think that they're going to be losing this series, and they're going to wind up having a miraculous comeback. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm not saying the Pacers come back from 0-3, but I'm saying that if they're able to win this game, they're gonna keep fighting. And I think that they got a puncher's chance. They got heart. They scrap, and I like them. I'm going to take the Pacers plus 220 today. I think they get their win for this series. Even if it's only going to be one win, they get their win for the series today. All right, so we move on, and we have the final game, and that's going to be the Lakers, and the Lakers got a lot. And then, as you guys can see, 224.5 is the spread, and I got us going under tonight. I think that the Lakers are going to actually, I'm going to be dead honest with you, the Lakers figured out everything that they were supposed to about the Blazers. The Blazers, I don't know what they can come with other than Dame Lillard trying to score 100 points. That's it. The Lakers withstood a big performance from McCollum and Lillard, still beat them by 8. McCollum and Lillard got 62 points together as a group. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, Dame dropped 34 and McCollum dropped 28. So when you look at it, you got these two, they dropped 62 points and they still wound up losing. And that wound up being at least 60 to 70% of their points as well, too. So if the Lakers can take away everybody else, and they still got 20 points from Carmelo Anthony in that game as well, too. Just note that. You know what I mean? And they still couldn't beat the Lakers. So they wound up getting 3 guys to play big. But the thing was, though, they didn't get anything else from the bench. They got a few points from Gary Trent Jr., but that was about it. And Nurkic was over there going through the motions again because Nurkic doesn't want to take on any contact. He wants to be a finesse player, and the Lakers have taken him out of his element as well too. Even though he's scoring points, getting double doubles and everything like that, still they're taking him out of his comfort zone as well too. So I'm telling you right now, I really feel like once again this game will go under. The first two games went under, and the last game went over just slightly. We had to get a late bucket for that one to go over. So tonight, I feel like what happens here is the game goes under, and I know this sounds crazy, but I'm not trying to be a homer or anything of that nature, but it's going to sound real homerish right now, but the Lakers win this game by double digits or better. That's why they're a 7.5-point favorite as well, too. So take that into fruition, but I'm not telling anybody to not take the Blazers tonight. I just feel like the Lakers have figured this team out, and I think that they're up for a double-digit win today, and if AD decides to keep just dunking on people, then they really don't have a chance. You know what I mean? Because AD, he stopped lillygagging and trying to shoot threes and, barely, trying to look for fouls. He just started saying, I'm going to make the shot. And if they call foul, they're going to call foul. You know what I mean? And most times they were calling foul. So there it is. That's our pick for today. And it's going to be 16-1. Once again, the over in the Bucks game, the line, the spread in the Thunder Rockets game, the money line in the Pacers Heat game, and the under in the Lakers Blazers game. All right, let's move on. And we got today the MLB Super High Five. And in the Super High Five, here it is. We got the Rays -1.5. They are the early game today. And pretty much this one should be a pretty good turnout, it looks like, when it comes to some betting, because I know a lot of people are going to jump all over this one really on the Rays because, the Rays got Blake Snell on the mound. It's that simple, and they've won the last, 2-3 games. They might get a sweep this weekend, but pretty much, I just think that the Rays are going to be much better than the Blue Jays today, even though they've been playing in a really tough series this week as well, too, because they're only separated by a run in each game. So it goes to show you that these two teams, they're playing some damn good baseball right now, and it's not just all about the Yankees in the AL East. So the Rays and the Jays, I got the Rays winning this one by 2 or more runs today. They are red hot as well too, and they want to keep that lead in the AL East as well too. So let's see how it shakes out. Give me the Rays -1.5. Let's go from there. Then we have the over 9 with the Marlins and the Nats. In this series, I just don't know where the hell to go in this series, to be dead honest with you. This is a 4-game series, and all it's done is really frustrated me, to be dead honest with you. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and take the over 9 with the Marlins and the Nats. I think both these pitchers can be hit and hit very hard today. So let's see how it shakes out. And I'm going to go ahead and take the over 9 with the Marlins and the Nats today. Then we got the Cubs going against the Tigers. And the Cubs, I really am feeling the Cubs today. I think the Cubs are going to have a huge day. And I think we could do this as well today with the Cubs. Let's be bold. Here goes an alternate bet for you guys as well, too. Play the -2.5 run line on the Cubs. And let's say they win, and because I'm saying the Cubs win this game by 3 or more runs today. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling that good about the Cubbies today. And I think, everybody always wants to make some plus money. So go ahead and write that one on the side. That's a side bet for this game, okay? But let's just go ahead and go and get the ticket home, and we're going to take the money line -140. It wasn't too expensive. I think that pretty much this will be something that we can work out, and we go from there. But, we can even ourselves out if you say, I'm going to play that 2.5 on the side bet, and that'll make up for the juice right there with the plus money. You know what I mean? But first and foremost, they got to get the win. So the Cubs money line ticket is really the ticket. But the bonus ticket is the -2.5 run line, okay? So let's see how it goes. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this money, baby. So it's Cubs money line -140. Let's see how it shakes out. Then we got the Twins and the Indians. And this is a battle for the Central, as I keep saying. And the Indians won the first fade with the Twins. Now they're faded up again to start the week off. and I truly couldn't come up with a winner for this game, even though I kind of tend to lean a little bit towards the Twins in this game today, because I think the Twins had a pretty good weekend being able to shake off the Royals, in a sense, who have been a very pain in their side most of the season. So I think they can get some get back against the Indians today, because they know what time it is. We don't have that much time left in the season. We're already approaching the 30-game mark. That's the halfway point already for a 60-game season. And the time is now, because literally these teams are playing 6 games a week, minimum 5. You know what I mean? So they gotta press on the gas, and gotta press on the gas a little bit harder as well too. So this is gonna be a very, very intense matchup in my opinion. I think what happens here is the pitchers are gonna do a little bit, and we get the under 8.5 in the spot. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we got the Angels. The Angels will be going to Houston tonight, and you know what? They had a really good weekend against the A's. I don't care what nobody says. They had, every game was decided by a runner less. Yes, they did lose the series 2 out of 3, but I think that they can take that in there. They can take this attitude in there with them, and they can make themselves really, really look good. You know what I mean? And today, and I think that they can keep things within a run as well, like they've done all weekend. And I really truly think they can win the game, but I can't keep taking them on the dog pick 4. That would just be like, damn, Pop, do you have any type of originality? You know what I mean? So they got to earn our money today, and we're gonna go ahead and get to the next segment. Man, bro, we can't keep doing this every day where y'all keep saying go back, because the thing is, I'm trying to keep the show lined up, man. Which color? But yeah, dude. And people can't wait for the snippet, huh? But yeah, that's the NBA, dog. 2 more seconds, and you can catch it later. All right, so there we are, the MLB Dog Pick 4. And, yeah, thank you, Dizzy. If you late to class, you late. You know what I mean? Sorry. So no more asking me to go back, dude. Seriously, unless you want to be an exclusive client, want to be VIP, things like that. No offense to you. I do enjoy you watching the show and everything like that. But, we got a schedule to go on, man. We don't go, this ain't TiVo. You know what I mean? Seriously. But it's all good. I hope that you did get the group and everything like that, and we go from there. But the dog pick 4. The dog and me. The Rangers, again, plus 130. Damn, the Rangers are on this list at least 2 or 3 times a week. But pretty much there it is, plus 130. And Rangers money line, that's what it is. I do like them tonight a lot tonight. They're in a very good matchup for themselves as well too. It should work out in their favor, to be dead honest with you, because they got Lance Lynn on the mound. It's a home game as well too. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy home. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Rangers with the plus 130. Let's see what it do, because they're going against the A's, but you know what? The A's coming in off the home stretch and everything like that. Things should work out pretty good for them. The Rangers, hopefully. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. Plus 130. And then we got the Brewers, another very good bet, in my opinion. I think that a lot of people are going to be sleeping on the Brewers today, because, they do feel like the Brewers have been struggling a bit, and the way the line is set up, they setting up the line to say that the Brewers should, pretty much they're looking at the pitching. You know what I mean? And I think that the pitching won't be that big of a deal when it comes down to this game. I think the Brewers just actually wind up getting themselves a really, really good win today, and I'm taking them with the plus 120. And then you got the Royals playing against the arch rival, in a sense. They're American League rival, and that's going to be the Royals. And I'm going to take the Royals to win this one, plus 160. pretty much Cardinals, Royals. We all remember what happened in '85 in the World Series. I was one, so I can't remember that much what happened, but I do remember. I did have watched the video and everything like that. So everybody always keeps that in the back of their mind about these two as well too. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the plus 160. I think this is gonna be a very strong bet here, and I like it. I like it. I like it. So pretty much. So pretty much, it is what it is. And we got the Rockies here at the end. Sorry about that. Pretty much something was in the room. But Rockies money line plus 140. And boy, oh boy, I tell you, this is going to be the dog of the day today. They owe me money, man. I had them yesterday as my premium. I thought that we could be sneaky, beat up on the Dodgers yesterday. Dodgers didn't get the memo. They wound up hitting 7 home runs yesterday, beating the Rockies 11-3. Rockies, you owe me money. We got to get the get back. We had you Saturday as the dog of the day. You didn't do anything. We had you yesterday. You could have won the game, but you kept leaving people on base. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to take you as the dog of the day again. If you don't win today, then I don't know what we're going to do with you. But you're going to be on timeout for the rest of the week. But the Rockies, I know you will come through for me over at Coors Field. You're a home doggy dog. So let's go ahead, see how it shakes out. Let's go make some money. I love it. Plus 140. Let's go. And that's going to be the dog pick 4, which is going to be 32-1. And then we got the Parx PrimeTime Bets. Emperor John win play show is going to be 3. Battery getting low too, so I better hurry up. Best value is going to be for the Emperor John. Emperor John got some really good speed figs and everything like that. Ran pretty well last time out as well as the 7-2 morning line. And this is going to be in race 3. This is a starter allowance at 6 furlongs, and it's $25,000 on the purse as well too. So we're going to go ahead and take Emperor John and add in the 5, the 2, the 4, and then we're also going to go ahead and box in and we're going to box it up 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go ahead and key it 3, 2, 4, 5. All right, so race 7 is going to be our first timer of the day, and it's going to be a horse by the name of Tell Me Your Dreams. And, what you call it, might be a hunch play as well, too, but Tell Me Your Dreams. So it's going to be a $40,000 maiden special weight race as well, too. And we're going to take the 9 horse here, and pretty much we're going to pair this horse up with the 8, the 2, and the 1. This is how you'll box it, 1, 2, 8, 9. Or you key it 9, 1, 2, 8, and we go from there. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Very valuable ticket right there with these horses, in my opinion. So that's a maiden special weight, wide open race as well, too. And then we have the nightcap, and I really do like this horse at the end of the night. This horse's name is Flat Out Flying. This should be a good price for us as well, too. This is a 6.5 furlong race, $22K purse as well. So we're going to take the number 4 horse, Flat Out Flying, and the top horses are going to be the 4, the 2, the 3, and the 6. And then, once again, there is no super high 5 here, so that's why there's only 4 horses. But once again, we're going to take the 4, 2, 3, and 6. We're going to box it up 2, 3, 4, 6, or you can key it 4, 2, 3, 6. And that's how we go from there. Then we have the late pick 4 here, races 7 through 10. We're going to go ahead, and that same group that we had in the race 7 is going to be our group for the leg 1 of the pick 4, the 1, the 2, the 8, and the 9. And then we're going to throw in the 2 and the 6 in leg 2, and we're going to single out the 8 horse, who right now is a pretty nice number for a single that I have here, but has the best speed figs and best figures in the race, in my opinion. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and take the 8 as a single there. And then we're going to go ahead and stretch it out a little bit, because I couldn't put all the horses down there for the top horses, but these horses all loom a big shot to win this race, and it's going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I know everybody's just like, damn, why don't you just bet all? I'm just like, well, I want to make sure that we don't overspend on a pick 4. Pick 4s can wind up paying $15, man. if all favorites come in. And all these tickets, and all the tickets except for the leg 3, have a horse that's going to be the favorite in that race coming up. So you just got to play it smart. You got to try to figure out how much money do you want to win. I'm thinking about winning $200 or better. So that's why I put the 8 in the leg 3, and hopefully we can get home another price in the late ticket as well too. The only race I know that it feels like it's going to be between 2 horses is in leg 2. And so pretty much that's going to wrap it up for us today. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll be back at the same time, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And also you guys make sure to tune in to the YouTube channel as well too, Prime Wave, and you guys share some videos, things like that. Let's keep this movement moving. And if you guys are looking for a book, you guys can go ahead and hit up one of our proud sponsors, mybookie.ag, and you guys can go ahead and get yourself situated with that. Make a deposit, put in the promo code POP, P-O-P, and you receive $1,000 up to a deposit bonus. Once again, that's mybookie.ag, and you guys can go ahead and put in the promo code POP, and you guys will be able to get yourself up to $1,000 in a deposit bonus. So there it is if you need a book, all right? So, and my boy, you came in late, Maka, but it's all good. The show's on record. You can watch it in a moment. I'm going to send it over after I get done uploading it as well, too. But all in all, it is what it is. This is the premier sports betting show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper. And I'm telling you right now, I'll be right back at you tomorrow. The show is brought to you by the Prime Wave Media Group. And KB, I'm going to get with you right now, brother. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and save the show, get it uploaded on the YouTube, and go from there.